to know and interact. Do not be shy of talking to anybody. Just message, people respond. I have started talking to people from my own category, from international platforms, and they always respond. They're, it's like, you are honest, you are ready to open up yourself, people will open up to you. So that's very important.
Yeah, and yeah, it's all about conversations in the end, right? Social media is just
Yeah.
about, it's less about the products that you're selling, it's more about the conversations and the
Yes. Yeah.
relations that you're building through
Yes.
these DMs. Yes. Hello and welcome to another episode of the Womenpreneur Success Tales. And today I have with me Polin. She is the founder of Inara and she has an extremely unique niche. She offers beautiful lampshades and lamps, and the kind of variety that she offers is mind blowing. So, welcome, Polin, to this interview.
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you so much for having me.
So, could you please share a little bit about your brand?
Yeah, Inara is actually very close to heart. And first thing about Inara was it all happened during the pandemic. The idea, the concept, the drive to do something happened in the pandemic. So initially, I started with the focus on home decor because my background is interior designing. So I have been practicing interior designing for almost 15, 16 years now. And then home decor was a very obvious switch. But then getting into niche was something I realized over the period of time after around 6, 7 months of work in like on my brand, my products and everything. I realized there is something lacking which I am not able to pinpoint. But then sooner or later it happened in the right direction, that I felt that the product has to speak for itself. So if you are just another brand providing same thing, whatever is available in the market, customer will have multiple choices, then it's a very tough competition as well. So you have to decide what is that will make you different from others, and why should your customer come back to you. So that is how I started working on that. So after 6 months it was disappointing to see nothing is happening, it's not moving. And but then slowly we picked up from there, got our mistakes correct. And then I love doing lampshades because that is one thing I felt is a very uh, important part of your interiors. And during my projects, even I used to feel whenever we are doing some interiors, when we are styling a place, there was always lack of colors somehow, in the very subtle way, because lamps are provide give you a very good ambient lighting. They are very even for people, especially I'll say, who live in a rented place. So for getting a false ceiling done, or any kind of thing done for the ceiling, for lights and all, it is a difficult task. But then having different kind of lamps, lampshades, different heights of lamps, it makes a lot of difference to your ambient lighting. So as an interior designer, I felt lighting is anyway a very crucial part of your interiors. So how can we add value in that part? So that is how I started. Now I'm happy to find my niche, and I'm working towards that.
The great to hear you share this, Pauline. I mean, this is I think the value proposition that you've zeroed down on is really superb, and I love the fact that you're not like just another home decor brand, and that you've really found something powerful that you can grow in and establish your brand name in. So what really prompted you to niche down? Why did you most people think that it is good to be a wider, to have a more wider variety of products and all that you're offering, but you decided to niche down. Please share a little bit about that.
Yes, Shreya, that was a very important and crucial decision for me because of two reasons. first thing, I was not feeling happy with what I was doing. I felt there is something missing and I have to work on that part. Then, secondly, even I think that is also very important that, home decor is mm, uh, it's a very wide category of products, and it's like many, many, many players are there in the field. So you have to see where you stand in the industry. You have to know whom you are competing with. So that was very important to study. Even if you are providing something very unique, you have to study with whom you are, trying to compete with. Either your product should be, speaking for itself, that it can just go off the shelf with whatever price you're asking for, or you are playing with the number game where you can have that volume, that you can have your profits in your account. But then I felt neither I was happy, and nor I was able to compete with that kind of industry.
Hmm.
So that is how, because that takes a lot of investment, and as an entrepreneur, when you are trying to add value to the system, you need to create from you know basically zero. So that is how everything fell in place. And first thing is, you have to be happy with what you are creating.
So
That
actually,
is
I
very
love the
important.
point that you brought out about pricing. So how have you priced your lampshades and your lamps? Are they, say, mid segment, premium segment? What is your strategy on that?
Presently they are mid to premium segment.
Okay.
I'm not catering to very basic lamps.
Yes.
I want to provide them a value for whatever money they are paying for a product. So design aspect has to be important. So if they are paying an X amount for a product, they have to, there has to be a value to it. So in terms of design, quality, and everything. So it's mid section to premium only.
Okay. And so what's the average, say, price of set?
See, for a set, it comes around 3,400,
Okay.
and for a shade, basic shade, it comes around 1,400 to 2,000, 2,700. That is how it is.
Okay. And so you mentioned that you're not playing in the low segment, this thing, right? Now, my question to you is, have you faced any challenges in trying to enter the upper segment market or the mid segment market? Any challenges of that sort?
Yeah, challenges are plenty, because see, again, it's that volume is always a problem.
Hmm.
Okay, volume can never be sorted unless you are putting that kind of money. Then only you can play with the volume. But then entering into a segment is like, you have to convince people why they should pay that money. You
Yes.
know, it
Yes.
is very, very important. So that I have learned through my exhibitions, because when you are on online platform, your product is just there, and anybody who would like or is willing to pay may buy or may not buy.
Hmm.
But when you are talking to your you know customers in exhibition, it gives you a lot of insight about the taste, about what they are liking, what they are not liking, and are they willing to pay or not. So that has been really learning, a big learning for me.
Great. And the best thing is you can use that information that you're learning from your exhibitions to your online market as well, to ensure
Yes.
that, say, people who haven't been able to reach you at an exhibition, you're able to also cater to them through your online front. You
Yes.
you have a beautiful Instagram page. Any thoughts
Thank you.
behind what kind of content you curate for it?
Instagram is still a challenge. I'm trying to learn that part. Thanks to you and Bizathon and Womenpreneur Academy, that I'm able to organize things there. Yeah. So, see, I still don't have a strategy, though I would like to have one. But my basic idea is, for my page, Instagram page, that once they land on the page, they should be able to understand what I am giving them, be in terms of product or be in terms of information. or in basic, it's like if I am looking for my customer and clients to come to my page to and seek something from there, it has to be about lamps and lights and anything about they would like to associate with the ambient lighting. So I'm trying to build on that.
Wow. And what about all the photos and all? How are you managing these?
Photos, some are professionally clicked, some are my own clicks.
Okay.
So it's a mixed match of both. Because photographs does matter, end of the day, it's your product that is speaking to your other person, basically. So that is important. So I feel photography is one investment which, if you are, if you can, you should do.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, definitely.
I see as an investment.
Definitely, photography is either you learn the skill if you are, if you
Yeah,
would like to try to do it yourself, or you need
yeah,
to invest in product
yeah.
photography. So, what I understand is that you're looking at online exhibitions, and you're also looking at building some
Offline collaborations.
store with stores and all, right?
Yes,
So, can you
yes.
please share some tips on, say, doing store collaborations or exhibitions with with the audience?
Exhibition, see, in whichever city you are, you have to study your product, and you have to study the people where you would find them. It's not that every exhibition is going to be uh, a helpful platform for you, because that I learned through mistakes as well. I started with with some Diwali season exhibition, and then it was a total chaos. So it's always very, it's important to understand ki what are you selling and where you will find your customers. So you should explore exhibition, you should go visit and see exhibitions yourself, and see the crowd that is coming in, whether that crowd is your customer or not. So you have to visit exhibitions and see and study from there. Offline and store collaboration is again same thing. Your with how is your product price, which segment you are looking for. So you have to meet people, tell them about their product, tell them about their story, and then only. I know emailing is important, I do try cold emailing, but then I feel when you walk up to somebody with your product, in which you really believe, so it will be easier to talk about your product. So I do everything. I email, I just walk up, I do everything. I'm like, I don't leave any stone unturned to tell people what I am creating.
Yeah, because you're so
Yeah.
passionate about it, and it
Yeah.
comes out. It's really, really
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
So, what's your goal going ahead?
I want Inara store in all the major city where they can just walk up, anything about lamps, lights, lampshades. Inara has to be the name, and they can just come to the store. They can see the website has to have a very very big variety. I want to change the way Indian market doesn't see the beauty of lampshades yet. That is what I feel. So I want to change that way. It's
Wow,
just
wow,
simple.
that's a big vision, and I think you're taking just the right steps towards it, and we're just waiting to see how you
Thank you so much.
just explode and take this
Yeah.
to a different
Yeah.
level altogether. So you've also been a member of the Womenpreneur Academy, and I
Yeah.
would love to
I'm
kind of
very fortunate one. I was there on just right time. Shreya, I have said this before, and I can say this here again. When I got about I got to know about it. I was going through a very very dull phase. I was really confused. I was not able to understand. I have done everything in the sense I had people handling my Instagram page. I had like professional shoots done. But then something is always missing. That is the soul. If you are not putting your soul in what you are creating, it will not come out basically. So when I landed up on your, introduction webinar, I was just like, this is it. I have to get into this now, and it's the time. So it was very, very fortunate for me to land on your page on the right time, And then obviously I have learned a lot, grown a lot with the academy, and your sessions have been really, really helpful, understanding. In fact, yesterday I was talking to somebody, so they wanted to know what did I learn from here. So, for me, everything, getting a perspective of what I am planning is coming through the academy. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing that. So, Polin, do you have any buddies in the academy?
I keep chatting with people once in a while, but matlab, yeah, everybody is in the work, so I can't I am not able to recall name, but I do keep chatting with people in the academy.
Great, yeah,
Yeah.
because that's the culture that my aim is
Yeah.
to foster that kind of a culture where
Yeah.
uh, if you need help, if you need support, you can reach out to
Yes.
the other members in the academy as well. So
We
and
are like, supporting each other, because what happens is, we and it's I think it's very good also. Instead of remembering each other's name, we remember each other's brand name.
brands.
So,
Yes.
it is like that. We keep talking, and then once in a while, oh, actually, you are the person behind the
Yes.
brand. So
Yes,
that is,
that
I
happened.
feel good about it also. Okay, it's not about me, it's about the, what I'm doing is more important.
Yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Even we also like, yeah, we all know each other. Yes, this brand, this brand, this brand.
Yeah.
Great. So I also wanted to ask you. So one question: what were the in challenges that you were facing before you joined?
Most important thing was I was not very, systematic. I was not very structured. I was just doing things, but I was not using Instagram, first of all, to its fullest capacity. I was not even clear about how to use the tool to, leverage the, mm, best out of it. So that was the biggest challenge. And because, see, it is like we feel we have created something, it's out there and done, but it's not done. There is where the biggest challenge starts. How to tell people, whom to tell, and to tell them what are you doing is equally, or maybe more important, I'll say, ki, what are you doing. So for any artist, any creator, any entrepreneur, as much as you want to create something, make something, it is even more important to tell about it. And how you tell about it is your own story. So it's very important. I feel since the time I've started handling Instagram personally, my own, then it has changed a lot. And before I joined the academy, I was very confused about all that. I was not even clear about, like, am I doing the right thing? Am I using the tool properly? It is not about just posting the pictures. Is much, much more.
It's about the stories that you tell and of
Yeah.
how what's the voice of the brand that's going to be. So, can you
Yes.
share maybe one tip or one post that idea that you could, that others could try out there? Something that's worked for you?
I'll say, when you are starting with your products, when you are putting up, it's good you are always telling, like, behind the story is important, definitely important. And one thing which I feel is very important is, you should study your influencers. I have done that a lot. And because when you study your influences, you get to know whether that people, that audience will like your work or not.
Yes.
So for your own work, you need to study your influences. That is one thing I've learned a lot from that. It helps a lot to know and interact. Do not be shy of talking to anybody. Just message, people respond. I have, started talking to people from my own category, from international platforms, and they always respond. They are, it's like, you are honest, you are ready to open up yourself, people will open up to you. So that's very important.
Yeah, and yeah, it's all about conversations in the end, right? Social media is just
Yeah.
about, it's less about the products that you're selling. It's more about the conversations and the
Yes. Yeah.
relations that you're building through these
Yes.
DMs. Yes, DMs are
Yeah.
super powerful. I'm
Super important. Yeah.
glad that you brought that up,
Hmm.
because very often DMs are overlooked.
No, they are the most important thing, because since the time I, started getting custom orders from Instagram, it was all about how you are talking to that person. You have to understand, you don't know each other. You have no link so ever except that conversation, that text you are writing. So how you are writing, how you are communicating is very important.
Yes.
Hey, hi is also okay, but then if you just say somebody, hi, how have you been, how are you doing, it makes a lot of difference. The language makes a lot of difference.
Yes. So right now you're handling your Instagram yourself.
Yes.
What about, are you on any other platforms?
Instagram and Facebook are linked, so I don't have to worry about Facebook.
Okay.
I'm trying to build up on Pinterest,
Okay. Yes.
but that is a slow process. I'm still not on YouTube, but I'll try.
YouTube's going to be YouTube's going to be great. If
Yes, yeah, yeah,
definitely something
yeah.
you should explore. So I think, Poland, you've had a wonderful journey. I think you've just started, and the changes that you've made, I think it's it's been fabulous. Like, you've started from zero, you're doing, more than 25, 30 odd orders a month, and your vision is so amazing to be able to have stores or in different cities. I think that is just wonderful. These are baby steps that you're taking. You're just
Yeah.
getting started, and you're just getting warmed up.
Thank you so much. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Just getting warmed up. So what's the best way for people to reach you? Where can they check out your stuff
They
and
can
contact you?
come to my Instagram page. They can DM me on Instagram. I will be answering them myself. So, and my website is also there. So they can
Perfect.
check out website, Instagram. Best way
Perfect.
to
So
reach
what
out to
I
me.
will be doing is I will be putting your Instagram and your websites in the description, so people can
Yeah.
reach out to you directly. And if they have any questions about how you've been growing, how you've been building a
Sure, sure. I would learn with them. It's like it's all about learning together,
yes.
growing together.
Thanks a lot, Pauline, for coming in and for sharing all of these little golden nuggets that you've shared. And I hope those of you who are watching this start implementing them. Start,
Thank
even
you.
like one tip that she's shared, like say something about DMs and studying influencers. Just go ahead and implement it, and you'll start seeing a whole different response to to how you've been marketing yourself. And if you would like to learn more about the Womenpreneur Academy, I do free live trainings every week. I'm going to put the link for that. Go ahead and check that link out. Come attend a free live training where you'll get the basics of how you need to build an online brand. So thank you so much again, Pauline. And
Thank you, Shreya. Thank you so much.
and I will see you all again in another interview. I'll bring on another amazing entrepreneur soon to share her story and to share her wins. So keep watching. Bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.